The hardest words to say are, "I was wrong." People would rather lie and pull themselves further in the abyss than face that sentence, because admitting failure threatens your identity. And we protect our identity with everything we've got. This is raw cognitive dissonance. When reality clashes with a person's self-image, especially if they've invested time, status or emotion, the brain doesn't correct the course. It rewrites the story. Admitting you were wrong isn't just uncomfortable, it threatens identity, status, even belonging. So instead, the brain twists logic to defend the choice. The worse the outcome, the more justification it needs. They're not blind, deep down they see the truth, but admitting it would make them feel like the biggest fool. So, if you want to make someone let go of a bad belief, don't fight it. Give them a version of the story that saves their ego. Offer a narrative that lets them switch sides without feeling like a traitor to themselves. But if you want to break someone, corner them with truth that makes the current self-image unbearable. People don't change when you prove them wrong. They change when the cost of staying wrong becomes higher than their pride can carry. If you never make a mistake, people secretly start to hate you. It makes them feel judged just by standing next to you. But when a high-status person makes a mistake, their status doesn't drop. It rises, not despite the failure, but because of it. This is the pratfall effect. When someone who's already perceived as competent makes a small, harmless error, their likability increases. The mistake disarms social threat. It signals authenticity, relatability, and emotional accessibility, all without reducing the perception of ability. Neurologically, it relaxes the observer's defensive circuitry. The amygdala no longer flags the person as a threat to self-worth or group hierarchy, but the effect only triggers if status is already established. Low-status individuals, making mistakes, reinforce inferiority. High-status individuals doing the same, signal confidence. In the original study, participants listened to two identical job interviews. Same competent candidate, same answers. The only difference, in one version, he spilled coffee at the end. That tiny slip made people more likely to hire him. The flaw didn't hurt him, it made him human. Human, and when competence is already clear, human beats perfect every time.
You feel nervous, so you assume everyone can see it. Your hands shake, your chest tightens, and your mind screams, "They know." But in reality they don't. Most of what you feel stays completely hidden. The only problem is, you believing you're exposed. It is called the illusion of transparency. The mind falsely assumes that internal states like fear, doubt, or guilt are obvious to others. In reality, most of what happens inside you leaves no trace outside. But the belief that others can see through you triggers self-monitoring, anxiety, and submissive behavior. That shift, not your actual emotion, is what signals weakness. It's not what you feel that costs you power, it's the assumption that others can detect it. In high-stress moments, like public speaking, a confrontation or negotiation, don't try to suppress your nerves. Just stop assuming they're visible. Most people are too absorbed in their own perception spiral to notice yours.